Hey, 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 what's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, I'm going to take you on a tour of the 2025 Rockwood Mini Lite 2505S. And this is a travel trailer that has 6-sided aluminum frame construction, but also only weighs 5,222 pounds dry. So this will be able to get towed by a wide variety of vehicles. You know, even some of your Suburbans would be able to handle something like this. But we're going to start off on the inside, work our way around the outside, probably spend about 10 to 15 minutes or so today. Today I am down at Funtown RV's PDI facility back in kind of what we're turning into like a little bit of a photo bay area, but a really cool place where they go through all their units prior to getting shipped out. This is about 2 miles from where all these things are built. But all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes will be down in the description, along with a link for Funtown RV if you want to purchase this at one of their various locations. But like I said, 6-sided aluminum frame construction, but there's also a couple little secret spots there I want to show you as we're going through this unit. So right off the bat, you know, you got your spare tire, you got your ladder, aluminum trusses up top as opposed to the wood. So that's where, you know, just about everyone who says it's aluminum frame construction, they mean everything but the roof. So it's always 5-sided aluminum frame construction. So make sure to be clear, you know, with your salesperson, if this is something that you're looking for, something that's important to you, you know, you want to make it known. But this is going to be like a solo traveler's unit or like a couple's RV. You can see there's not a ton of space. However, the nice thing about this, the disposition of it, is even though it is not huge, it is still kind of open and roomy, assuming that you're okay with the bedroom not having like its own separation. It does have a little curtain right there, but that's really all that you get. But you get a lot of floor space for, you know, that day maybe where you're trapped in here in the rain. The nice thing about this slide here is, one, it creates a lot of space, but two, these are what I like to call sleeper recliners. So they lay back really nice and flat. You can see they have kind of the TV dinner tray, since this doesn't have a traditional dinette here in this unit. But this is also going to feature things like, you know, your aluminum or steel or whatever the heck it is. I think it's aluminum for the cup holders, but then you also have wireless charging stations as well, so you don't have to worry about a plug-in. And then you also see you have room right here for, you know, all your wife's books. All the windows that you could need, all in the slide, which is nice. They're also going to be tinted, and they have the Dracula shade to stop the old skin from sizzling, keep some nosy eyes out. But even if they do, these are going to be tinted as well, so they'd have to really try to look in if you would like. But you're also going to see it's going to have a screen on each window as well, which is nice. Hands-free on the strut system here, so you don't have to worry about, you know, kind of leaving it open when you're trying to get into it. And you notice how it was on the soft close system as well. So let me go ahead and rotate this dinner tray kind of back into action. So flip around over here, directly across from your recliners, you're going to see a fireplace, which will keep the entirety of this camper nice and roasty on a toasty on a day that's like 45 degrees. But you also have the Connex TV, and this is also going to be on the swivel, so that way you can see it from your bed still. It's also got the JBL speakers here as well. A little bit of extra storage and a little bit of extra countertop space as well, which is always nice. So it comes in handy because this doesn't have a lot of countertop space. So it's a way to get a little bit more with not taking away from anything else. It's got kind of a nice little kind of like egress or something, I think fancy people call that. Is that what they call it? Egress maybe? The 3-top burner to whip up all the fixings, along with enough room to cook up like a pizza. Maybe put some chicken wings in there or something nice and tasty. Solid surface countertops. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. Little power tower with 2 outlets, USB and universal C, and the wireless charging top. 3 pull-out drawers. I like how they give you a little utensil thing too. Save you about $5 over at, you know, like a Wally World or whatever. You also got the little whirly doodad here to top for the drying rack for the stainless steel undermounted bowl with the high-rise faucet. Hitting those dishes from one angle. See, did I just show you that? Yeah, I did just show you that. Jeez, Pete. You know, they hire me because I'm friendly. I am friendly, that is true. Barrel roofing as well. So again, aluminum frame truss work, but also the barrel roofing. The nice thing too about the bed is where I say it's a 6-sided aluminum frame construction, you could almost say it's 7-sided without sounding too cheesy, because underneath the bed, or if you're in a floor plan that has a traditional dinette in a Rockwood, you can see it's all framed out with aluminum. You lift up just about 90% of the RVs on the market, and that will not be aluminum. It will be wood. Emergency exit over here, so pull, push, and plop. you get out in a hurry. So definitely put the favorite person, the most loved person over on this side, because this one is just a viewing window. But you're also going to get countertops for, you know, any type of like CPAP machines or anything like that, along with a couple pull-out drawers. Hanging room on both sides, and then you also have a reading nightlight over here and under there as well. And that's going to go all the way across. So if you do get this with 50 amps, you can put a second AC right there, but most people just get it with the 15K, especially here in like the Indiana area. Little door stopper there for you, along with plenty of storage right over here. And then you flip it around into the back, you're going to see this is going to be like your refrigerator action. So you're going to have your fuse box down there at the bottom. You also have a freezer section right here, which is partitioned off by this little clear portion. But then you also have what's called a dual swing fridge. So imagine you're cooking, you're doing some dishes, you're doing whatever, you want to grab a brewski, bada bing, bada boom, you can do that. But then also if you're coming in from the outside, open it right here as well. And you're in the business. You can dual wield it. These can also be taken out if you want this to be like a hanging clothes right there. So, you know, you can hang out on me and you're good to go. You also have prep for the 5G gateway system right here. And then you bring it into the bathroom. Not my favorite bathroom, I can tell you that right now. But you do have enough room to sit down and do your thing. In an RV this size, it's probably what you're going to get typically. But the reason why these aren't my favorite bathrooms is because they have the corner radius shower. And I am a fairly fat guy, for lack of better words. But the nice thing is I still fit in here, and it's not to the size where I got to, you know, tape the sponges to the walls, as I always say, just to get clean. You got 6'4". Another thing that Rockwood does is they are, first off, the bowling gun. But they still go with the gas and electric water heater. And what they do is they add in what's called a shower miser. So you flip this knob down, and it doesn't allow water to come out of the spigot, and it churns that water inside the water heater. And then once it's hot, that little tape will turn like yellow or white, depending on which one they have. And that'll indicate that the water is ready to roll. So you're not wasting a drop of that for that fresh water. Little steamer stink sucker 3000 right there. Plumbed in sink. Accent lighting, access to your plumbing, and a place to put, you know, some extra stuff. But I mean, what do you guys think? Pretty darn cool. Not too big, so not too long of a tour there for you, but got everything I think you need, and to see if you want to hit the lot. Your awning control, your slide out control, and then, you know, all your water heaters. You also got 12-volt tank heaters on the bottom as well, which are going to be 12-volt pads that stick onto your tanks to help you camp a little bit later. 30-amp solar charge controller. So you're going to get a 200-watt solar panel up top with an 1,800-watt inverter, which will be nice if you want to basically like run the outlets even though you're not plugged into power. So that's going to be nice to have that inverter. You got the front cap over here with the rock guard up front. I also love the fact that you have those LED lights. I think it shows up really nice and well for you at night as well to help you get into, you know, maybe hooking up. But you got another light right here. Power tongue jack, just to assist you so you don't have to hang crank it going up. And then you have your, I believe these are going to be the big boy propane bottles, the 30 pounders, but it could be 20. Might be mistaken. Room for 2 batteries right up here. And then what is nice as well, if you can see right there, it's on what's called a drop frame. So basically the frame just does what I said, it just drops. And that allows you to have an extra large storage capacity, but it's also going to show off that aluminum frame construction as well. So way above average storage for an RV this size. So if it's something that you value, great construction, great storage, good overall experience. That's why they've been around since 1974, celebrating their 50th anniversary. 20 amps rated for solar on the side, so you can get that right from the website here, just solarontheside.com. Extend and retract, and then you also have a little countertop right here if you want to put on like, you know, like a griddle, a little tray, or what have you. You also have a little bracket for a TV. But notice how the slide out isn't on this side, so that awning is going to create maximum shade here for the exterior, so you don't have anything kind of eating away at it, which again, at an RV this size, that is going to be important just to maximize your space. You have your Goodyear tires, so you have some really kind of upscale tires there for you. And let's see if I can see the size. They're going to be ST205s-75R14, so your 14-inch tires. Now, anytime you see this right here, that's going to mean these steps, super duper easy to lift. So it's on a strut assist system. So if you have like bad shoulders or grandkids or anything like that, you don't have to worry about some heavy steps kind of clunking down on them. Here's going to be the extended retract here for the back, along with your bumper, spare tire, and then your roof with a 250-pound weight capacity, or I'm sorry, your ladder. And again, you can get on top of the roof. It's a fully walkable roof. And once more, 6-sided aluminum frame construction. Don't want to understate that. 2-inch receiver, that'll hold up to 300 pounds. And then right here, you got your hot and cold water in the form of an outside shower. So maybe spray down the grandkids, clean some dirty feet, you know, wipe off the pup. You are ready to rock a Rooney. The slide topper can be applied right here. It prevents debris from falling on top of your unit. It's kind of like a pay-to-play thing. You don't have to have it, but it makes it nice to have it. Gray water holding tank along with your sewer outlet connection. And then, of course, you know, your city water, antifreeze, black tank flush, which is a sprinkler system for your poop tank, along with your 30-amp connection and the back end of your gas and electric water heater. Frameless windows there, too. I don't know if I pointed that out, but that's a nice little kind of pinkies up feature. It also comes with that little guy. Look at him crawling around. He's zipping. Docking light control right here, and then some of the specs. But all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Again, my name is Hunter, and this is the 2025 Rockwood 2205S. Hope to catch you guys next time. Have a great day. See ya.